Previously on the Flames of Eberron. Having recently been recruited as mercenaries for the capital city of Fairhaven, our heroes have been given a new mission. They will follow Lieutenant Salem Grimm of the Royal Guard of Fairhold north through the Starpeak Mountains towards the city of Stormhome. Once there, they will help escort a caravan carrying extremely precious goods, ancient gems known as dragon shards. Before heading out, the party decides to prepare for their journey by visiting a local potion shop, owned and operated by a very interesting, flamboyantly friendly character. They also decide to take a little R&R and relax at a portside tavern. There they meet a drunken, abandoned pirate captain, who, while asleep, the party decides to borrow his mysteriously magical compass. With the walls of Fairhaven behind them and the open road ahead, we continue our journey here in Chapter 1, Part 2.
So as you guys head out, you start making your way northeast. The pathway heads along the Aondar River. So you have this nice glistening water in this. It's just before noon in the day as you're riding along. You're going through the fields of Fairhaven, and you can see people working and have horse-drawn carriages, and they're picking corn and they're picking. It's springtime, so I guess they're
sowing.
They're planting. Yeah. So they're starting the new crop.
I'm hungry.
Do you announce that to your whole party?
I do.
You want Courage to get you a deer?
Yes. Can we have a deer?
Maybe.
Maybe a rabbit. Can we have a rabbit?
Maybe.
You do have rations. Like, you do have food on you.
Alicia wants it fresh.
Yeah.
Okay, well, right now you're currently in vegetable fields, and there are farms with farm animals.
How do they like Courage walking there? People must be really upset right now.
Meh. Screw him.
This dude called us exotic.
Some people.
Yeah, he was so offensive.
Oh, was it offensive?
To like Groucho over here.
Some people are.
Every time I meet somebody, it's exotic or nice horns or.
Some people are taken aback by Courage, but it's just because it's a giant panther and that they're not used to seeing all the time. No one's like screaming and running away. They're just like they see it and then they're worried it for a second, but then they see that it's tamed.
Can I?
In a sense. That's
Can
not
I like
attacking anything?
Sort of set Courage on a mission? Like I don't care if it's successful or not, but can I just say like in Infernal? Can I just say like Courage, find a rabbit?
Okay.
It's as part of the training.
First, make a animal handling check with advantage.
Yes. Okay. 7.
That was the highest number?
Yeah, it was.
So you say it to him, and he kind of just looks at you. He's like, "Huh?"
Mm-hmm. I'm kind of like, go do the thing.
And then he like just slowly kind of walks off into a nearby field. Roll investigation for Courage.
Okay.
So investigation, you add intelligence.
Oh boy. Wait.
Oh no! Wait, roll survival.
Which one's into survival for Courage?
Or
is it my stats?
Survival is wisdom, so you add his wisdom modifier.
Okay.
Unless it says that he is skilled in it.
18. I don't know. Keen smell, pounce, no. Bite
Up near the middle where it says like stealth. Those are like the skills that he's proficient in. So if it said survival there,
Stealth. Yeah.
it's just stealth.
Stealth is +8 and perception.
Okay.
Yeah. But, so it's 18
Okay.
with the wisdom.
So it takes a better part of maybe like 30, 40 minutes. Just because he wasn't too. Your ask of him was very odd to him, just because of the situation.
Mm-hmm.
But he goes out and he hunts, and he brings back a dead rabbit in his mouth. And it's the brown little bunny,
Nice.
Nice.
and he just like walks up and he just has it, and
Let's take it from him, and then I just toss it to you.
Yes. I catch it
okay,
and I pet
the dead
it. Yeah.
rabbit. You pet this bloodied,
Yeah.
clawed up
Yeah.
dead rabbit. Okay.
I do. And then I'm like, I announce that we should stop and eat it.
Well, okay.
I want to give Courage. I want to give Courage some encouragement. I have to tell him he did a really good job
Okay. And
in Infernal.
and Courage kind of like looks up and is just now like walking along with his head held high. As you say like, oh, we should stop. Sam's kind of like, it's literally only the middle of the day. How about we wait till maybe we make camp and we can eat that. This is wait, he looks over to Double Lock. He's like, this is okay. This is normal.
We've been in the city for months.
I've known you guys for a little bit, but okay, I'll just have to adjust. I get.
So we stop.
We're
It's nice, a little break.
God, I'm hungry.
Let's keep going.
I mean,
Is this
We're-
like a okay?
it'll take a few hours to get to the closest town, unless we want to stop and have it for lunch.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't want to stop at a town. Are we staying the night at town?
I thought we were avoiding
it's
You know how you pick up a tail in a town?
the government's money that's paying for the inn. So
Can I not stay in the inn and just take that extra money, like a per diem?
Ooh, I like this.
no, he's like, that's not. Unfortunately, how it works. We can get beds and rooms.
Being an adventurer, we're just cops now.
No.
Going through like a crisis in the middle of us.
If
We
you
really
want to
sold
sleep,
out here.
if you want to sleep outside, more than welcome.
Then you're gonna pocket the money. J'accuse.
No, he's like, you see, he's got his leather armor, but on like both sides are just patches with the symbol of Fairhaven, and he just kind of like points at it and he says,
Are we doing this as we're like riding?
yeah. And he just kind of points at it, pats at it, and he just says, always loyal.
I mean, we all know that you guys have just ignored me. Like,
I don't care
Of
about your
course you have.
constructs of civilization, man. Proceed.
So as you guys continue on going,
Anyways,
because it seems the majority of the group just wants to keep going. It takes you the next few hours until about afternoon sunset as you reach what's coming up to the next town, which is the town of Eric Skull.
yeah, and I'm totally grumpy with you guys at this point.
we got here faster,
Yeah, but
and I'm
hungry.
sure it's like, but that means the food will be more delicious.
But I have to wait for it now.
Yeah, but the taste will be more better. Can I like bless her so that the food tastes better?
The way that I would let that work is if you
Saving throw.
is if when she ate it, you can bless her Constitution saving throw.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
So your food can surprisingly taste better thanks to me. So
Do you tell me this though?
yeah.
Oh, that's not fair.
Okay, then by surprise, you never know which bite it would be.
Ivor's just playing with your mind. But yeah, so it takes you a little while, and then you manage to come into the middle of town. It's not a very big town. This is mostly the town that trade kind of comes through here, and it's next to the river, so it's not a huge town. Most of the people that live here work in the farms of the city, and they work there. They take their supplies into the city and then come back and live around here. And also, this is one of the only trails, at least on this north side, to get to other continents and other areas. Other territories. But Salem eventually manages to find an inn for you guys. The inn is known as the River's End. He goes in and he says, so they only have 3 rooms.
I thought we were just gonna sleep in the same room.
But we can't
We
pocket the
don't
money.
do that anymore.
We don't?
No.
Why?
We found out.
I've been living in cities too long.
Fuck. Weird.
I mean, I'm taking my own room. If you guys want to group up at all.
Can we share a room and pocket the extra cash?
I'm gonna sleep in my own room. You have a whole panther.
Do we actually just sleep in separate rooms now?
Well, the rooms are 2 beds each.
It's not so dangerous.
The rooms
I
that
was never about it being dangerous.
Yes, it was.
Oh.
the rooms that he's found are 2 beds each.
Yeah, I might just sleep in a closet.
So wait, I get my whole room because they're all gonna share together?
Yeah, I'm just gonna sleep in the closet.
Yeah, let's share a room and then talk smack about double log all day.
Yes, let's do it.
I'm gonna push both beds together.
I can't believe she took her own room.
I mean, I really just want to sleep in a closet, man.
City
Anyone
gnomes,
is welcome
you know?
to share my room.
You know that, like,
No, we
even
should,
back
like-
at the old city, I just always slept in the closet. It's just like what I do. It's small. It's comfortable.
I'm gonna try to get to know Double Lock better and share the bedroom.
Yeah,
Yeah.
come share my
I
room.
want to see. She's like, we just know her, but maybe she's super cool.
I don't know. She's
Wait.
acting quite shady.
You're gonna sleep in the same room?
Yeah, because I want to get to know her. I did do a drawing. I mean,
That's
I'm
kind.
trying, guys.
Okay. But I thought we've known her for a while. Do we not know you?
For like a month and a half now.
Oh, that's not very long. Good point. We've never all slept in the same room. We don't know anything about her. I'm sleeping in your closet, just so you know.
How did I go from my own to everyone?
And
Fine.
So if Courage and I sleep outside, can we pocket the extra dough?
Are you going to try to persuade Salem?
Yes.
Okay, then try with disadvantage. Persuasion disadvantage.
Okay. Wait, what's disadvantage? How's it work again? 2 rolls?
2 rolls, take the lower.
Oh, but I do want my own room.
Oh, it's gonna be a 1.
Okay. So, yeah, no, he's just like, no, the money will then stay and then go back into.
I do want my own
The guard's
room
fine.
so that I can use the bathroom in the morning. I just want to sleep in a closet, but I want the bathroom.
So Salem's like, so I'm taking that room.
We will take both rooms.
Y'all figure out the rest.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go get dinner and a drink if,
Oh my
if
God, yes.
you want to.
Jesus.
Courage
Come
Finally.
with me.
all over this in before we get on it.
What?
What?
Did you say Courage is gonna piss on the beds?
This took a
I
dark
fight-
turn. I'm sorry.
I'm going to.
What is he?
Can I?
Not right now.
Can I roll so that Courage has to sleep outside?
No, don't you dare.
I'm daring.
Don't you, if you
No,
do.
that's not a roll, unfortunately.
Oh come on!
Like,
How-
if you do
Are
that,
you?
we're
Well,
just gonna
how are you
disappear
going?
into
How
the
are you,
night.
are you going to persuade Courage?
I'm gonna I'm going to persuade Courage to not pee all over the place.
Okay.
Inside.
So I need you to make 2 checks. I need you to first make an animal handling check.
Oh Jesus!
Good luck.
+3.
Don't piss anywhere.
Okay.
Actually, plus
Okay.
3.
So roll.
So
It's a d20. Is that? Yeah.
8 plus 3.
Okay, so 11.
11.
Okay, so you go up to Courage and you're like, "Hey, Courage." So,
I do.
and you
And
said,
I'm
"What
like,
do you?"
Courage, you're a cool kitty cat, and I really appreciate the fact that you got me this bunny, which I still haven't eaten, but we could share it later. But can you please not pee all over the beds, because it's going to get us in trouble? And I really just want to use the bathroom, and, you know, if, like, the room just stinks of urine, I don't know that I would want to use the bathroom, and all I want to use is that bathroom, because I'm sure there's going to be a bath. But I don't want to sleep in there, so... I don't know, man. Could you just, like, not pee on the beds?
Make a persuasion check.
Persuasion. -1. Ooh, 15. So 14.
Okay. So Courage kind of looks at you and is like attentively listening, and then looks back at you. And then just like turns around and like goes and walks down the stairs.
All saucy like.
But he doesn't pee on the beds.
He looked at you for either improvement or like, whatever.
Yeah, I'm just like, you make up your own mind.
Okay,
Panther.
so he decided that he's not gonna pee on the beds.
But he's gonna sleep inside.
Well, yeah, he's gonna sleep with me, obviously.
So what are you guys doing? Going downstairs?
Yeah. Food.
Dinner.
Can I bring the rabbit down and see if the kitchen will cook it?
Sure.
Sweet.
Okay, so you guys go downstairs, and the town is a bit more lively now that it's evening. People are basically done work, and so everybody's here kind of having a good time. It's a small town tavern, so it's not too raucous, but there's a good amount of people. It's like this is basically like the place that everybody goes to. So you guys will go downstairs, and you can see there's a few tables, and Salem's at the counter, and the guy that's behind the counter kind of points over at a table as he looks and then sees you guys coming down, and he just points over there as he walks over. So you're going up to the bar, Serafina?
Oh, yes. And I'm
Holding up the dead
the
rabbit.
rabbit, so all
Okay.
that they can see, because I'm so short, is the rabbit
Right.
above the counter.
Okay, so you walk up.
Maybe like the top of my head.
Yeah, it's at the top of your head, and then the dead rabbit. And so you walk up, and what do you say?
I said, "Can you cook this?"
And then you hear a woman's voice, just like, "What? What the? Oh, hello. You want?
Yes. Can you cook this?
Did you?
No, we
You
got
caught that yourself?
No, the panther caught it.
The what? As then she like just notices walking out the door to go outside. A panther is just like, So
Don't
you,
worry. I made sure that the panther isn't going to pee on the beds tonight.
That's very good. What would you like?
How
I mean-
special? I don't know. How would you make it? I just want the rabbit. Jesus, I've been waiting all day for this stupid rabbit.
Rabbit stew?
I look to you guys and I say, rabbit stew, guys?
It's gonna take a while.
No.
How big is this rabbit?
Funny. It's like this big.
That's a
It's-
tiny rabbit.
It's not a huge. It's not a huge bunny. It's like this big.
It's like a whole turkey for you.
No, for us. You're smaller than me.
For you guys, it's like nothing.
Yeah,
It's like,
yeah,
oh, man,
fine. You can.
you have any like bison burgers or anything?
Oh, that's true. Do they have a menu?
Ooh.
They have some stuff. Like
What
it's,
is their house special?
It's basically, well, they do get some seafood stuff because they are near the river. So they do have some, they have some clams, but they also have, like 15-ounce steaks with hearty hash and,
veggies, fresh, and everything is of course
What's
fresh.
your most expensive meal?
Wait, the food's compensated by
since the
Salem?
government is
Oh,
paying.
yeah. Oh my god, the government is paying?
And then I just look at Salem.
And he's just sitting over there. He's just like he doesn't know what you guys are talking about. You're all looking at him and talking to the barmaid.
Wait, have we
And
done
he's
this
just like
before?
looking at you. He's just like he's
Wait.
looking at you like
Can I do like a history check if we've done this before? Because I feel like
It's like
we
this is
must
like
have.
every outing with
you
Salem?
did do it once before when you were in
So we're cool with this then.
when you were in. Well, no, you haven't done it here, but you guys did do it in your last campaign
Oh, okay. So
when
then
you're
it's no big
in
deal.
that
He's
other
used to
city.
it.
Yeah, yeah.
So Salem's cool with this.
He knows that I'm pissed off about never being able to pocket the money.
So
Yeah, and then we'll get him a steak too, so like everyone's involved.
I would like to have what the locals have.
okay.
He's gonna get so fired.
So-
Oh, so fired.
So you guys. So the three of you then, so Ivor, Cosmo, and
Must think we're
Serafina,
terrible.
you guys eat the best giant steak.
Wait,
No,
you still
no,
have
no,
rabbit?
no,
Still have
seafood.
rabbit.
This one wants seafood.
You want
and rabbit.
seafood and rabbit. Okay.
Wait, well that's happening with the.
They
cook-
make up a very special dish for you then where it's like,
So excited.
I want to wait before he cooks it. Because the thing is, though, could I bless the chef that cooks it so that's the most delicious thing she ate? Because would that apply more, or do I literally have to watch her as she takes a bite and bless it? Because I legitimately want her to have this best delicious bite.
You are so sweet.
the thing with
Because you were angry.
the thing with bless is that
I'm
it
so hungry
it just
right now.
bless enhances saving throw. Is it saving throws?
It's like any skills, isn't it? Like so, like acrobatics and survival and like investigation,
Performance?
medicine.
Bless his performance. The chef's performance.
Ooh.
I'm just spitballing.
Like that's what I assume. Because I remember before I would bless.
attack roll or saving throw.
Oh man, I thought it was skills.
No, that's guidance.
Oh, then guidance.
So you asked the chef to come out so you can be like,
Yeah, I'll do it nonchalantly, obviously.
okay. So how do you approach the chef as he takes this the barmaid brings out the chef and says like, can you cook this rabbit, and they're ordering this, and
I'll just
he
be
looks
like-
at he's like, oh yeah, I think I can, and so you say to him,
Wait, guidance. I have to touch them, or I can't remember.
it is touch, yes.
I have to touch them. Oh, okay. Oh, crap. I'm gonna be dumb. I have a bicep. Can I touch your bicep and compare? I don't know. I can't.
Make
I
a
can't.
persuasion check.
What's this? 6? Is that a 6? Yeah, 6 plus persuasion. 2, 8.
The chef
I
kind
say it in a really dumb, kind of like grunty voice.
of looks at you, and he
Please.
kind of looks at you. He's like, sure. And he rolls up his sleeve and he flexes, and it's just like this guy. When you first looked at him, he kind of in his outfit kind of looked stocky, but then as soon as he like rolls up his sleeve, you can see he's actually like really jacked. He's just a big beefy shit, and he just like flexes for you.
And then I do thumbs up and say gun show. I don't know. But
You
like,
touch it, give him a thumbs up, and you're like, gun show. And he's just like,
I'm a man of strength, and I appreciate others' strength in muscle form.
sure, thanks, man.
All worth it.
As then he goes, so you're giving him guidance for this, so it's a plus D4. No, but
Okay.
it's a plus D4.
So I roll it. Okay. I thought I was gonna roll it. He's gonna roll it.
No, I roll.
Okay.
The person that's doing it rolls it.
Okay.
I'm just asking if what die it is. It's a D4, right?
Guidance is yes, it's a D4.
Okay. So this is then.
This is fun. It's like I'm watching Top Chef or something.
Yeah, it's like we use all of our powers for the most mundane things.
You're so disruptive. You like walk into this place like, cook this. Let me touch your bicep.
How else do
it's
you
what we
live
do.
life?
Spend money, spend money, spend money, money, money. But it's not gonna save me.
So the chef rolled a natural 1.
Oh, come on.
+3 from the guidance, so a 4. So you get your.
Chair, man. The chair.
You end up getting your rabbit, and it is either burnt or the inside is completely pink, as if this guy has never cooked a rabbit in his life. Something must have happened in the kitchen. Clams are fine though.
I'm so grumpy right now.
Chef owes Courage an apology. I'll get it from him later.
Let's go with like it's a little bit raw on the inside. So I take a bite. I get it, and it looks beautiful on the outside.
It's a little crispy on the outside, and then the inside is just raw.
Yeah.
Something really fucked up.
Yeah, I'm going to.
You gonna take a bite?
Yeah, I try to take a bite. I spit it out.
Make a Constitution saving throw.
It's like real life. What do you do if you get raw food?
Constitution. Where is it?
Saving throw. It's at the top.
Saving throw. Oh my god. Holy shit. Hang on. Constitution. 15 plus 2. Right?
No. So the saving throw box.
It's
can't find
it's
Wait, what?
Up.
Oh, okay.
It's the box.
That's this one. It's this one.
Oh. Haha.
Yeah. So Constitution saving throw.
Plus 2. 19 plus 2, 21.
All right. So as soon as you put it in your mouth, you immediately. As soon as you put it in your mouth, you immediately spit it out.
Okay, so I go,
Yeah.
this is disgusting. And I demand to see the chef. Wow. I've gotten really like...
Well, we've been living in the city for so long, you know?
The city makes you hard.
It's changed us. For the worse.
So I demand to see the chef.
Okay. So you say this to a passing
We used to sleep in the woods.
Yes.
waiter, barmaid.
Wench, I demand to see the chef. This is like not my character at all. I've changed so much.
Why did this fucking rabbit?
she kind of just like looks and is like, okay, and goes
Wow.
in. The chef
Actually did it.
comes out and called her a wench.
Poor
It's
girl.
like calling someone a bitch.
No, actually. Yeah. Oh, I didn't know that. I thought it was just like
What is wet?
you're a poor person working at. Oh my god,
how you-
Seraphina's
that's how you-
become so awful.
That's how you treat poor people?
No, not it. But Seraphina has let the city life get to her head.
Everyone's been affected.
On Urban Dictionary, whatever.
Urban Dictionary has a type.
No, it says a voluptuous female pirate type.
Ha, see,
Usually
I
with a
didn't
fiery
think.
attitude and usually seen around taverns and bars.
This is what
That's
I thought
not-
wench
yeah.
meant.
Derogatory.
That's what it says on Urban.
That's what I thought.
mean, from this book I perused from in a library at Fairhaven. It's one of the alternative sections.
Alternative
So,
section.
so the chef comes out and comes up to you and sees the plate and instantly is like, I don't know what happened with. I guess I've never cooked rabbit. I'm sorry.
I'm so sad. And I just start crying.
Make a performance check.
No, but this is real. I'm actually crying. I'm not pretending to be crying.
She was hangry and then she lost that rabbit.
I'm not like performing to make him feel bad. I'm just miserable.
Um,
Can I heal the chicken?
I'm gonna say
no.
during
Robbie,
this
no.
moment, Courage is just gonna take the rabbit from the table. Anyway,
Okay.
just to solidify the fact that you are not at all having this rabbit.
And then
But you're still
That's
trying.
fair.
under the table and just.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm like happy Courage is happy, but I'm just like, I'm having a miserable time. I don't know what's going on.
And then the chef looks over at Jarrett, who is just ignoring, or looks at Salem, and he's just ignoring the entire thing, eating his steak, and just looks up. He's like,
We're so dramatic.
and the chef just says, we can have a free round of drinks for everybody.
Sure.
I mean, I'm still crying, but I'm like, okay.
I mean, your clams are good though.
My clams are delicious.
Yeah. Awesome clams and a free beer.
I mean, they were free anyways.
Can I cut off a chunk of my steak and just put it in front of you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm just really sad. I don't know what's going on,
And
guys.
give you a napkin.
Some of you see that people at
Yeah,
surrounding
okay.
tables are kind of looking now and like whispering at each other and just kind of looking at
Yeah,
the
but we
scene
don't
that's
care
happening.
about that. We're so
Thaumaturgy. What are you looking at? Eat your dinners.
Everybody, do you actually do that? Everybody in the place is silent now.
Good.
So all you hear is just the plates.
No one. Well, maybe one person leaves. But otherwise, no one really leaves. People just kind of sit and eat their dinner as they're just watching this unfold in the corner. As they kind of keep going about their day, and the the barmaid brings over a round of drinks for everybody.
Can I don't know, now I just feel bad.
This is one night.
Seraphine is really emotional right now. I don't know why. It's been a hard day. I don't know, something about leaving the city and coming back to the nature. And like, it's getting to me.
When's the last time we were in nature? Just out of perspective. A month?
Like an hour ago when we were riding our horses here.
It was like by a bunch of ferns.
It's not
It's
woods.
like,
That's always
sorry,
human construct,
Sorry,
human
let me,
construct, human
it's not
construct.
nature, it's being near water and the ocean. Again, that's making me really emotional. Like, this is bringing stuff up for me.
So the night carries on of just eating and drinking. You guys want to ask?
Crying in the closet.
Can I, like, go to bed early?
Yeah, I'm gonna
Sure.
go to bed. God,
It's like I
Darius,
can't
we're going
handle
to
my life
bed.
anymore.
Do you guys want to talk to Salem about anything, or talk to any of the patrons or anyone?
Yeah.
I mean, I guess. I don't like. What do you?
All right, so these two go up. You're sleeping in. Are you sleeping in his closet or?
No, I end up in one of the beds.
Okay.
Because I'm just having a horrible night. And, like, I tried the closet, and I don't know. I just went, I don't know.
Okay, so you end up
been a
in a
weird
bed.
I'm gonna send Courage over to her bed.
Aww, that's
Okay.
really nice.
All of a sudden, you're just laying there, and you're just kind of like, and then this panther that is almost twice as big as you comes up and just like curls into you, and it's like this giant black,
This is,
purpley
like, the
velvet
best.
creature, and just
So very
purrs,
warm.
and it's just like, "Rrr."
And I feel better.
Okay, and then you're in the
I'm just gonna
bed.
sleep. Tomorrow's
Okay.
gonna be. Maybe I should sneak out.
Anyways, so you guys are still downstairs.
Yeah.
Okay.
How many rounds have we had so far? Including Salem.
Salem's only had like 2. Maybe you guys have maybe had 3 or so. There's by this time, a few more people have kind of made their way out. Just because they had dinner and they have left. There's a few more patrons sitting at the bar and people are talking and chatting. Are you guys still sitting at your table, or are you sitting at the bar, or what's up?
At the bar.
I guess. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're sitting at the bar. Salem kind of comes over to you guys and pats you on the shoulder and just says, "All right, I'm just gonna head up. We're gonna leave at around."
Oh, stay.
I'm waking y'all up at like 0700.
What time is it now?
He looks over and sees. There's not necessarily like. There's very early functions of clocks in this world, like mechanicism and like that sort of technology is just being kind of discovered and invented, and so there's like a very crude version, and it's you gather from looking outside. Also, it's like 10 o'clock maybe now.
That's not bad. So like 2 hours. You go to bed at 12. That's like maybe 7 hours sleep. You got 2 hours, Salem.
Grimmy.
I mean, you recommended us to do this little adventure. We just want to get to know you more. Besides the dude that eats his steak quietly and just gives us a thumbs up.
He says, he looks and like, okay, fine. And he sits down at the bar with you, orders a drink for himself.
Yay!
Sits there. That's cocked. Okay. Roddy, you, as you're kind of having this conversation, you kind of hear coming next to you. You kind of overhear little bits of a conversation that's going on, just because of your perceptive hearing. And what you can kind of make up is you hear the rumblings of what sounds like just kind of people hushly talking about some stuff that has gone on in the town. They're kind of if you want to really listen, then you hear more details. But what you very simply pass by is hearing, and then he just disappeared, and it would, spent a few days trying to look for him in the fields, and no one can find him. And that's kind of just what you quickly hear out of the side ear here.
Can I hear it more intensely?
Sure.
How do I winked? I'm sorry.
Make a sleight of hand check.
Oh, what is that? Dexterity? No.
Yeah.
No, you're mean.
You're not really stealthing.
7.
You begin to start leaning over, and the stool you're sitting on creaks really loudly, and so that the person that's like, their two are talking, the person that's sort of facing you then like looks over the other person's shoulder, and they turn around and see you, and they just kind of sit back and continue talking to each other quietly, and you're just like, oh, okay.
So I heard. So they didn't mind it.
They saw you kind of leaning towards them, and then kind of just like made more of a barrier so they could talk quietly together.
Can I like whisper, say that something's going on, and maybe if Double Lock's interested? I mean, are you interested in disappearing people?
Yeah.
So I whisper to her because she's like.
So he whispers to you just like what you basically heard, which is they're talking about a missing person in the town.
Is the lovely lady still behind the bar?
The witch?
Yes.
Can I ask her what's like, if she knows what the word around town is, what this whole disappearing people thing is?
Sure. So you ask her, and she kind of says, "Oh, you heard about that? No, yeah, it's was one of the farmer's sons. He went out after some loose cattle that got out, and they didn't see him come back that night, and thought he might have got lost in the woods. They sent out a search party for a day or two and never found his body or anything, and he just disappeared. Don't know if maybe the kid ran off or something happened.
Well, how long ago was it?
Maybe less than a week ago.
Is the family still here?
Not in town. Their farm is just a few miles, or a mile or two out of town. But yeah, it's kind of gotten the town a little shook up just because everybody basically knows each other. But yeah.
I don't know. Did you want to like wake up with these peeps? I mean, I'm sure like Courage caught a rabbit today. Do you think you could smell a child?
Isn't he a man?
Whoops, man. I don't know why I thought it was a child.
It's like a young man.
A young man
Yeah,
who
maybe.
acts like a child. No.
Yeah. Is there anyone in town that who's really tight with that might know anything?
That like are you asking the barmaid that?
Yeah.
She kind of looks around the bar and says, not at least in here right now. And the kid was about 17, 18 maybe. And Salem kind of perks up and kind of just leans in and says, you said that they were searching for him and nothing turned up? And the woman says, yeah, it's pretty sad. The family's shooken up about it. And he kind of just looks and says, well, keep up some hope. And he turns back to you guys and he's like, I'm going to bed. We have a mission to do. And then goes upstairs.
Good night. Yeah.
I was like, can I like look with my eyes and say like in my head for some reason I think she understands. Are you thinking what I'm thinking? Oh, okay. Wait, should we involve the others?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so then we say goodnight. I'll say goodnight to, what's the lady's name?
You haven't asked.
What's your name?
The number of times that happens.
You always ask people's names.
You said Wedge.
I was having an emotional night. And apparently it's going to continue.
Yeah.
It's Eleanor.
Thank you, Eleanor, for the time we had tonight. Sorry about the commotion.
Oh, it's no problem. It's nothing that we're not used to here.
I'm really sorry to hear that.
Small town. It's
Oh wait, do you know exactly where, like, before we head out? I mean, go to bed. Where's the farm?
just a mile or two outside, kind of
Do you have
west.
a map? Just
She kind of gives you a look
because we're
at both
new
of
here.
you,
I mean, we look like tourists, right?
and she goes, "If I'm gonna be honest, son, she looks like a tourist.
Am I gonna be offended?
You have been very nice. You've been very nice tonight, but you're strangers coming into this town and then asking about a missing kid."
I mean, out of the goodness of my heart. Do you just not want the kid to be found? I mean, I'm gonna go to bed. I feel like I'm digging myself into a bigger hole.
He has a soft spot for missing kids because when he was little, he was a missing kid. It's a thing for him. We travel around to towns, and when we hear lore like this, he just gets emotional. I'm really sorry about that.
Make a persuasion check.
It's like, no lie, that was pretty close.
Wait, what's my saving thing?
No persuasion.
Oh,
It's one of your skills.
yes, it is. 14.
Okay. She hears this and she says, "Oh, well, that's." And you can see she's kind of like struck, like, "Oh, that's really sweet." I did see that your friend there was a guard of Fairhaven, and yeah, it's the family's just up the road. I don't imagine that they would want to be disturbed at least this hour, but it's just a few miles west of here. The family's name is Jackson. If you want to pay respects or something or help them out, the search parties have kind of died off by now, but
We would love to pay our respects. Thank you.
Nope.
Night owl.
good night. As she then walks and
even
cleans
saying
up some
anymore,
cups
just
and
not.
whatnot.
Oh, I thought you went to bed.
No, I'm still there. I was trying to did I go to bed? I didn't leave. I said I was going to, but I was just as
And
part
I
of
kinda
conversation.
just
Oh, okay.
rambled on
I figured that you
without
walked away and just were like
Oh, yeah, I'll do that.
back to her, but then just looking over your shoulder, pouting.
So I'm I guess I'm near the stair. Okay, yeah, I'll do that. Yeah.
Okay.
I like that.
Well, then you see Double Lock turn around and start walking towards you.
I was like, what do you want to do? She said that we would wake them up. Does your compass do crazy things?
Yeah.
So wait, do you want?
And we know it's north. Wait, where was it? North.
east.
You can look at the compass again.
Yeah. But what are we gonna do? Are we gonna go wake them up? Are we going to wake up early tomorrow and go so we don't wake the farm people up?
I mean, I guess wake up early tomorrow. Wait, do you want to see if they're asleep?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do
Okay.
it. So wait, are they in the same room? I can't remember.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Wait,
Yeah,
are you
we are in
there?
the same
Are
room.
you in the room?
Because
No, but did I actually sneak out?
Yeah.
No, I'm in the room.
Weird.
So then there's an empty room.
Okay. So then we'll want to knock on the door.
Of their room?
Yeah.
Okay.
Whisper. I don't know which one would work better.
Less fun without courage, you know.
Yeah.
Courage.
Cut.
Courage.
He's waking us up at 0700, whatever that is.
That's 7 o'clock. That's 7 a.m.
Yeah.
It's currently
I get up at sunrise.
it's currently after 7.
I don't.
Or it's currently after 10.
And this is like a farm place. I'm assuming they
Yeah.
get up early already.
Yeah, so we could wake up early.
Yeah.
Check it out.
So I should just tell them in the morning then. Let them sleep if they're asleep. Can I like percept if they're sleeping? Like, are they snoring?
Sure, make a perception check.
I hope it's a big snore.
Oh, it's huge.
12 plus 3, so 15.
There he is. Snoring.
So snoring.
She's snoring, and I'm still like vaguely awake.
You can
Because of
you
the
hear
snoring.
you hear snoring coming from within. Yeah.
They're snoring. I think we should probably just go to bed. And then set a, I don't know, the blinds to have the sun hit us.
Set the blinds to 5 a.m.
To wake up at 5?
5.
5.
I think so.
Okay. We're gonna wake up at 5.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, you just get enough sleep for the night.
Yeah, just.
Yeah, but you need normally like 8 hours solid for a good night's sleep without being exhausted the next day. But I'll allow that. So, okay, so then you wake up early the next day. Before, so you two wake up at 5 before. So the sun hasn't risen just yet. It's like about an hour or so away from sunrise. You guys, so what do you guys do? You go outside the door?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And get them?
You want to get them?
Yeah.
Okay. Salem hasn't come by at all yet.
We got plenty
His
of time.
door is still closed.
Yeah.
Okay, so you go up to their door.
I guess, like, we still want to be quiet.
Just go in.
Oh my god. I'm really. Oh, that's loud. I'm really loud. Do you not see me? Anything I do.
Oh, you wake them up. We go.
Fine. I open the door
Okay.
and I just like say, can I just not stumble in? Can I just like walk gracefully inside?
Make a stealth check.
Not graceful.
Remember, your stealth is at disadvantage.
So 10 minus 1, that's a disadvantage. So it's either gonna be 10 or 11. Okay, fine. So it's 9.
So it's 9.
It's not bad.
That's not bad for him.
As you guys are
It's a good day
laying
for
there
you.
fast asleep early in the morning, you hear coming in the door creak open, and then the light sounds of creaks on the floorboards, and the sound of like metal kind of like chainmail clinking together, and you're walking behind them, and you're just like, oh my god, he's just gonna just wake him up.
Do you want to do it?
Yeah.
Amy, make a stealth check.
I swear if you fall, it'll laugh.
Wait, where's
Stealth.
Where is it? Oh, here. 17.
You're
Shit, that's
you're quiet as can be behind his, just like creaking and clinking and everything. You're just
I
like
mean, I'm happy for you.
tiptoeing behind. You're not making any sound, but of course, if any sound you made would
I'm
not
just
be
gonna
louder than
stop.
what he is
I'm
doing.
just gonna stop and just like.
Do you guys?
God damn it, Ivor.
You immediately just wake up and just. God damn it!
I feel like eyes still closed because I sort of want to ignore him. Get out.
I guess we should just say, we have a test for courage.
Courage, kill.
Courage is over, just snuggled up with Seraphina, and just is like.
Because I feel like I'm still asleep. Like I'm just ignoring everything.
Okay.
I mean, I feel like we just say there's a missing child. Do you want to help? I mean,
Yeah, let's go.
there's a missing child that Courage could find. I mean, not child, 17-year-old that Courage could find. It's in the
Missing?
farms. It's
What?
nature.
Like, but
It has vegetation that's like green.
what's so special about this child slash man alt?
He's is missing, and it's scaring the town and his poor parents.
I mean, can Courage just caught a rabbit, but can he actually find a person? Like,
Well, it
it's a
depends
good
on if
skill.
we can smell it.
Do you not want to know that? Do you just want to like?
All right,
So
we
we're
gotta
gonna
go.
quick. What?
You guys gotta come.
I mean,
What? Why? How did you hear about this? And why do I care?
I feel like at this point I start slowly waking up.
Okay.
What's? Is he, what?
Don't you want to know if Courage can find a person?
Oh my god.
I know he can find a person. I can find a person, but I want to know why
I don't think you
care about the
can
person.
find a person.
Why
so-
are you guys in
Oh, I see
the
what you're
room
doing.
so early?
There's a missing 17-year-old.
Yeah, but how are we supposed to find? When did
I
when
thought
did
you
they
just
go
said you
missing?
could find a person.
When did they go missing?
Did
Like a week ago.
You know, if you
A
don't want
week
away?
ago. There's no chance they're dead in a pit.
is there coffee?
I knew you were bad at finding people.
Why so early?
because that's when they wake up. That's farm life.
We're not. We're the glorious
Not read that in
adventurers
the
slash
books.
cops.
You know what, Ivor? Clearly, he's not very good at finding people, so he's scared, and he wants to take a nap. So I think we should just go and let him be scared and take a little baby nap before we have to go.
I just want to say you guys are the worst at waking people up. You bring coffee and breakfast, and then people will do whatever you want.
Well, we didn't think that far ahead.
And
You
you
got-
know, you guys know this by now. Like, I've been living in the city for like a few months. I
We'll pick
need
up coffee on the way.
here. Do
Where's
they-
gonna be open in this tiny ass town?
We have
Downstairs.
coffee here. We made friends with Eleanor.
Go,
Elle.
go prepare.
Elle, make us
Go prepare
Yeah,
coffee.
go make
and
coffee.
We'll meet you down there.
Fine, Jesus.
Let's go back to bed.
Yeah, okay.
You think?
All right, we're gonna go downstairs. We'll get coffee. If you guys aren't downstairs in 5 minutes,
The food.
we're leaving. 5 minutes.
No, you have to come bring it to
5
us.
minutes. No, downstairs in 5 minutes.
I appreciate you here, Double Lock. Usually they just like.
I'm gonna
would still be
roll
sleeping.
lazily out of bed and sort of like crawl over to Courage and give him a very light and playful, and this is a thing that we do, a little bite on the ear. A little tug.
Do you like pick him up? I'm just like,
No, I sort of like go in for a sneaky spoon and just sort of like ah.
And I think that's my cue to leave.
Yeah, we're going downstairs.
Yeah, like that makes me very uncomfortable because like
We're out
I'm
here.
still like cuddling with
Yeah, just wake him up.
Courage. No, I know, but now you're in the bed with me.
I'm not in. I'm like.
Yeah, we're making coffee.
okay, so
And,
you
know,
go.
like we have breakfast already. In this
I'm really
time that they're
uncomfortable
doing this,
now.
Knees are on the
we have
floor,
breakfast
like,
ready.
Is Elle down there again?
I'm still uncomfortable, so I like sit up now. And I'm
Okay,
like,
so
Cosmos.
as you
leave.
two,
Yeah,
guys.
okay. But also thank you for like lending me courage. That was really nice, which is weird for you.
And we're just chatting with Eleanor.
Anyways, so what's happening? So what's happening downstairs is you go down there.
This chair.
You don't move.
That was you may not move.
You go down there and Eleanor is not there. It doesn't look like it is necessarily opened yet. There is the chef that you saw earlier, and it looks as though he's finished like cleaning up and prepping for the next day, and he's leaving now. And as he's like finishing up some stuff, another guy comes in and kind of goes up behind and starts organizing some stuff.
I mean,
You touched his bicep the other day and complimented him. You have a good relationship.
I'll just walk up to him. May I have some coffee? Like this. For 4.
He looks and he's just like, "Oh, you're the guy from last night."
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, sure. Just hold on a second. And so he goes in the back. He makes up a few little mugs of them and brings them out on a tray for you. As you can see, he has like his bags and stuff, and he's packing up, and he's just like, "There you go. All right, out," and then leaves.
That was easy.
Have the most wonderful day.
You are very much a morning person.
So you have the coffee.
Good.
I'm just surprised. I feel like I've never drinking coffee in ever.
We don't usually. It's a city thing we've discovered.
Is this my first time drinking coffee?
Adrenaline
No.
is what we used to
Oh,
run.
yeah, that's fine. I'm just gonna drink it.
No, you've had it before.
Oh, it smells so good. Let me like waft it up to them, cause it's special coffee.
I'm on my way down.
Yeah, I think we're on
already.
our way down by now because he freaked me out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm still doing this.
But I smell the coffee and I'm very excited.
Okay, so you all come downstairs, and so I guess as you further explain the story to them, it's basically that they heard talk about that there is a missing young kid, a young man, like a 17-year-old.
17, I was killing basilisks.
who just went missing a few days ago, and the town is kind of shaken up about it, and because it's out of the ordinary to happen here, and with who it happened to.
We're eating breakfast though, right?
Yeah, the new chef that has come in has lightly made you stuff. It's much earlier than he's used to, but
So pork sausages and eggs, bread.
sure.
Take a hour.
Homemade bread, by the way. Like beautiful loaves
Are you
of bread.
hungry, like for reals?
Yeah, probably.
This is also Dungeons and Dragons. There's no factories that make bread.
I know.
So of course it's home bread.
With
Homemade
like
bread.
beautiful honey and butter and.
Well, it's from like the person down the street that makes bread.
Oh my god, so exciting! Actually, yeah. Do you have a fork? Because I do have food. I'm clearly quite hungry.
Yes, it's in the kitchen, in the drawer,
Yeah.
by the fridge.
I was gonna save us a lot of time.
But then they also explained that Salem said that he was wanting to head out at 7 o'clock, and it's currently just after 5.
Good time.
So we gotta
Challenge.
go.
Well, let's roll.
Yeah.
How far again?
It's a few miles.
A few miles.
How are we gonna get there and back by 7 in the morning?
Our horses.
Oh, should we just leave a note for motherfucker?
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll tell the guy.
Right, Salem, the guy he's so stingy. You guys agree?
No.
He gave us. He was very nice yesterday.
He's the best.
Oh, he's nice. He's stingy.
We don't really have any
We're wasting time.
Slip a little note under his door. Be like,
No.
we're gonna meet
Get on your
you.
horse.
Dear Salem, went
Make sure
off
the
to
farm.
find missing child / 17-year-old / yes. Okay.
You should try just investigating missing persons.
Scratch that off. You can still see the words behind it.
Okay.
Investigating the situation.
Okay.
We'll be back by 7.
Yeah. Back by 7. Happy face.
But we're going north. Can't you just meet us up there?
Oh yeah.
No, the farm
Oh, it's the opposite
is
direction.
west.
Happy face.
So we
So we have an hour. We have like an hour to find a kid
guys, we're never
who's
gonna
been missing
find
for a week.
a kid
Challenge?
in an hour.
Accepted. Let's do this. Woo!
So you guys, let's
Been in
see
the city
here.
way too long.
I hope this is giant. I hope he's been eaten by a giant. Oh my god. Because I want to know how he tastes.
Okay, so if you're taking your horses, then yeah, it only takes about 20, 30 minutes to get out to the farm.
Take horse.
After looking around and asking for a little bit where their farm is. There's some people that are up and about now just to get started on the day, and you ask the people downstairs. But so it takes you about half an hour. You head out there. As you pull up, it's not a relatively huge farm, but it is a cattle farm. So there is their house that you can see, and it's a log cabin type of house, and then you can see that they have some kind of croppings, but then they have a giant barn that's in the back where a small forest starts to begin. And you can see that there's fences around everywhere, and it begins out into the field. Yeah, so you pull up to there.
Okay, I'm gonna like take the point. I'm gonna slip off my horse real quick before any of these bumbling oafs do, and then go up to the door and just pound on the door.
Okay, so you go up
Yeah,
up
just up
onto
to the
the
house.
porch. Pound, pound.
I'm on my pony. I just stay on my pony.
I'm a little upset because call me an oaf.
You hear a very faint voice inside. You hear a very faint voice inside, just like, okay, hold on a second, hold on, as then opens the door, and the dust and the sunrise light is just peeking over the horizon, so you're able to see outside. It's not dark, but he comes to the door just with a mug in his hand, opens the door. Hi there. May I?
Good morning. I'm
May I
here to
help
find
you?
your son. Do you have any of his dirty clothing?
I'm sorry. What?
There's no time to waste, sir. Give me your son's dirty clothing, so that I can find him. We're on a time constraints here.
He kind of just looks at. Make a persuasion check as he looks at Cosmo and then kind of looks at the rest of you. And goes, "What's going on here? I'm just very."
It's an 8.
Yeah, he's not listening to you at all. He's just like, "Excuse me, why are you on my prop? What's going on here?"
If you insist on wasting time.
We are adventurers. We saved the queen before and done many things.
Exotic stonemasons.
Exotic stonemasons, many side jobs, and one of them is finding missing children. And we've heard and we want to help. Maybe him for a price, but we still want to help.
No price. I'm on a time. This is a challenge for me. This is gonna be fun. Let's do this.
He
I
kind of
need clothes, items that your son has interacted with before he left,
he
or
takes
missing, or was eaten, or fell into a pit, or something.
Dead.
Heroic
Something
post.
before that has not been cleaned, so that me and my panther might sniff it and sort of suss this out.
I'm just really entertained by this entire
I
thing.
am good at sniffing.
Okay.
he takes a solid second and goes, "Look, it's very nice that you're interested in
Did you murder
helping."
him?
You hush.
As you see his face go from like kind of confusion to just like stone face, and just looks straight at you and just says, "It's nice that you want to help, son, but we've tried for the past week." I don't know
Don't-
why.
That sounds like a very long time to be searching for somebody, though. Like
I
a
don't
week.
know.
I mean, come
A
on.
week in the woods, man. You can be circling for days in the
He
woods.
is
without
starting
moving
to
very
close
far.
the door in your faces because he clearly thinks that y'all are just ignorant fucks.
Can I
And for
ask
some
you-
reason
not,
are at his doorstep asking about his disappearing son.
Sir.
He's just about to close the door.
Can I like stick my foot in?
Yes.
I'm really sorry that your son is missing, and I know everyone's really scared about it, but we really want to help you. Can you tell me what your son's name is?
Make a persuasion check with disadvantage.
And you should also, like, apologize for these guys.
So you take the smallest of the two.
They're both the same.
Okay.
Do I add my thingy?
Add persuasion, yeah.
20.
So good at communicating.
Well, okay. He pauses for a second, kind of looks at you and sees your sincerity, and he says, his name was Ivan.
It's kind of like my name.
Come in, and he opens the door for you, and then kind of just leaves it open for the rest of you to come in.
I'll
as
just
he-
stay on the pony.
As he brings you into the living room.
No, okay, now I go in, because now I just want to see the inside of their house.
It's a very classic, like wood cabin-esque. They have a fireplace. The furniture is wooden frames with just very basic like cotton cushions on them. It's not very fancy. It's built for purpose of just keeping them warm and safe and whatnot.
Comfortable.
He brings you in and he offers you tea or coffee or something. doesn't offer anyone else anything.
I accept.
I still have my coffee.
Okay.
You haven't finished your coffee yet?
I'm nursing it.
So you took the mug
He did.
from there
We're coming back. I mean, no, that's not me.
and
I
rode it
forgot.
on a horse.
I was so excited to come over for this that I forgot. That I had
Okay.
a mug.
Okay.
That's more Ivor.
So then,
Ooh.
so he makes you a cup of coffee and gives it to you, and he sits down on the couch, and he says, the place is sort of, it's not necessarily clean. It's kind of in disarray in a little bit. And he kind of moves some stuff and says, sorry for the mess. My wife is currently in Fairhaven, doing some trading. Took some cattle out there because we just needed to keep working while I stayed here and looked after the property. I feel like it was my fault. As you can see, tears start coming on down his face. And he says, I asked him to go wrangle a lost calf that I had forgotten to tie up and was let loose and jumped over a fence that we are naturally just building now and repairing. And I jumped over, went into the woods, and I asked him to go after it, and by dusk he didn't come back. Went in looking for him with the dogs and searched for hours till I was freezing and just couldn't find him. The only thing I found was this, as he picks up his hat.
Can I
And it's like a little cowboy hat.
just slowly and respectfully take the hat?
He immediately like holds it back and then hands it to Double Lock.
I'll hand it to you outside.
And he just kind of walks over. As he hands it to you, he walks over and he kind of just looks at you very stoically and says, if you're as genuine as I hope, maybe you can find something else.
We will
We've-
do our best.
We've not given up hope, but it's very unlikely that he's still alive. But if you can find anything.
We'll try. We'll try our best. We'll head out post haste.
So there was no trace of him disappearing.
They went into the They went into the forest, and then just the trace vanished.
And you had your best trackers, obviously.
Not until the next day.
Did it rain?
It's beginning of spring. Maybe after like the second or third day, but
So there was a fresh trail that they could have followed. Where did the trail end?
he kind of walks out with Double Lock onto the fence and kind of points into the back area where you can see there's a cattle pen. And the fence is still unfinished. He kind of points out that way and says, went into the forest. About a couple 100 feet in, it turns into, the forest drops down into a grotto area. And there's a little bit of a swamp. And that's kind of where we lost it. And actually, we ended up finding the calf, and it was dead. And something had attacked it.
Did it have claw marks?
Yeah.
How many?
How many claws, or
How many claws you reckon on the paw that killed the calf? 4, 5, 3.
4?
Was it eaten?
Parts.
That's weird. Yeah. Not really normal for things to not finish eating things.
Likely her son got spooked and ran away to save himself and is now just lost in the woods. Let's find him, shall we?
Okay, let's do it.
And he just looks at you and just says, "Thank you." As he turns around and goes back into his house, closes the door.
Yes.
Thank you as always for listening to this episode of Let's Roll's The Flames of Eberron. To make sure you never miss a minute of content, then be sure to follow the podcast on SoundCloud, iTunes, and Google Play. And as always, you can get early access to all episodes a week early before they go live by helping support Let's Roll on Patreon. You can also get downloadable PDFs of in-game materials from behind the DM screen that you can use in your own home game, all while helping us improve the quality of this show. Farewell, traveler, and see you next time.